Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chacha, C-H-A-C-H-A, last name Kora, K-O-R-A. Last review, we're done. After today, no more review. It's just creating new products. First of all, when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't say it the right way because I didn't introduce myself, why I'm here, how did I get here. I just started review back to back. So like week 4 in my YouTube channel. So I think once I'm done with the review after today, I might have to do like I don't know, they call story time, not story time, like introduction, why, who I am, how I got here, where I'm going, what's the direction, what's the end goal, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But today I'm just gonna do the upcycle review and the first garment that I ever produced in school, like the first jacket and skirt and shirt that I ever made. I was so proud of that. Now I look at it, it's basic, but back then that was the best thing I ever made because I've never made clothes before. So the first thing garment that I've made, and I was so happy about it, you know. So those are special. They're not the best, but they're special because they're the first stuff that I ever produced. If I can get this to work, man, I'm destroying this shit, man. It's stuck. I'll tell you what. Let's take a commercial break. I'm just playing up. You know? Okay, she's done. Alright. So this next dress, upcycle dress, is made out of my work pants or men's slacks and a dress. Actually two dresses and men's slack. And it's the last one, so yeah, we're done. I'm done. I couldn't wait to finish the reviews. By now, if you go to the YouTube channel, first of all, if it's the first time on the channel, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Follow, subscribe, share, tell a friend and friend and friend. Because I'm gonna be producing some unique pieces. It's supposed to be cups. I didn't make the sleeves from a jacket. I think this came from I don't know, man. It's been a while when I made them, so I know the top is my uniform, like the pants, but the bottom it has to be like a dress, a skirt, and I think I lined this too. Yeah, I did. So it's a little dress made out of, this looked like it was a dress, pants. This was I don't know, was a jacket sleeve from a little jacket. It's been a while, I don't remember. Like my memories. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get you up close so we can talk about this and finish this review thing before I and what's the next move. So the top is from my pants. You can see the back pocket from the pants. And then this was the front, I don't know, one of the leg, pants leg. Of course the dots, you can see they're all amateur. The skirt is from another dress. You can see it's two, this and that was the same thing, I think. But they're all old. Now this is out the way. Let's talk about this, man, because this is special. All right. This is the first garments that I ever made in fashion school. The Academy of Art, San Francisco. Okay. And this was my jacket. I spent like almost half a semester just making the jacket. You can see. And this fabric was given to me by my fashion teacher. I was so poor and broke, I could not afford to buy a fabric, and I was working overnight at Sky Chef. I think I have the uniform too. It's part of this. It's a place where they make food for airlines. After working there, I'll say this without being like, I'll never, ever, 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 ever again eat airline food, man. Because I know how they make that shit, man. Okay, see, Chachakora still have his name tag. You're supposed to take him back, but I kept him because they got my name on it. Okay, so Chachakora, bam. So this will be my uniform, my studio uniform. I was planning to do that, making my studio uniform. They're all white, not the best shirt, cheap. So yeah, so where was I? I lost my train of thought. Anyways, yeah, I was working at that place, making minimum wage. San Francisco is not cheap. It's not cheap, okay? You know it's expensive. And I was renting like an hour away from school, an hour away from work. So the transportation and all that shit, the money, you couldn't cut it. And I think, I'm gonna talk a story about that. It's very interesting how I paid for fashion school, okay? I'll talk about that tomorrow, tomorrow, before I can start doing all that shit, right? So this is the first jacket that I ever made. And I had the name tag. I probably was the only guy in school. That's how extra I was that made the made the name tags. I'm half asleep. I work overnight. Yeah, but also as a welder. So like from 11 to 7 a.m. Then I come here. I have a storefront that I have to run, and I have to do this at the same time. Imagine that. And I only got 3 hours sleep. I only get 2 hours sleep between the studio, and the night job. And this was a designer shirt that we had to make. So I made this, inspired by Dior. And then I draped it. And this was all one piece. But the teacher, she was like, no, you cannot do that. You have to make pattern on this and this and that. So I have to change and made this a separate pattern. But it could have been one piece. Now after taking pattern making class, man, I was ahead of my time. I could have had that shit done the way I did it. But the teacher, she was not a pattern maker. So she couldn't understand. And I was like, why? I can't do that. Anyway, I ended up withdrawing from that school. That's another story. One day I will talk about that at some point when it comes to it. So that's the shirt. And this was the first skirt. English is the second language, ladies and gentlemen. So I can fuck up my English. I think I'm entitled to do that. Okay, I'm just saying. This is a high-waisted skirt, my first skirt, and it's all lined. And I don't know, I bought this fabric, I think. Yeah, this was not donation. It might have been donation because I was that poor. Okay, but after I left that school, when it came to fabric, I wasn't poor anymore, right? I could afford a very expensive fabrics, like really. I was spending money. See, I still got the paper named Chachakora, you know? So yeah, first garments that I ever made in fashion school. So they're sentimental. This other thing, I was already know how to do it, so I made, but this one, the first ever. I can the feeling was different, right? And excitement. But now they're just basic, okay? Just basic skirt. It's an airline skirt. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the review. We're done. Now the next project will be my first upcycle. First I was thinking about cutting it off and making something out of this. Then I changed my mind. I'm like, hold on a second. These pieces need to stay as they are for whatever reason. So I'm gonna create something out inspired by that before I can move on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running. I have 10 minutes. I'm out. My name is Chacha. Until next time, see ya.